All right. Very good evening, everyone. Time is 7 o'clock. So, as by practice, let us start the session. And ma'am is already with us. At the outset, on behalf of MTC Global Family, I extend all of you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance, and welcome you all for these 2 days session on different AI tools to assist in research. And it's my pleasure to briefly introduce ma'am. Just 1 minute. All right. Dr. Swati is an accomplished academic and industry expert with over 18 years of experience in education, research, and consultancy. She collaborates with institutions like Golden Gate University USA and Universal AI University to enhance academic research. Dr. Swati ma'am has conducted several workshops with MTC Global, including using AI tools for academic research in 2023 and AI tools for student engagement in 2023, alongside other impactful sessions on AI, entrepreneurship, and financial valuation. Her collaborations with ICWA and Grant Thornton highlight her commitment to upskilling professionals and advancing academic excellence worldwide. Thank you, ma'am, for your time, and thank you all. I request ma'am to kindly please take over the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for this brief introduction. Thanks a lot. I welcome you all to this another workshop. And I don't know, I'm feeling like there are a couple of faces which are quite I have. Vishwas
Yes.
sir is there. Hello, sir. After a long time. Yeah, so it's really interesting to come up again with the one different session on again AI, because now there are a lot of sessions and workshops, and people are accepting. That's a good part, because with Bola sir, we started this initiative that yes, we can use AI into our academic research and support our research process. So with that commitment, and taking these sessions, these 2-day workshop, before moving ahead, let me first ask you guys, and just a small, I have created what I say, your viewpoints. I just want one word from you all. I'm putting it on chat box. So we'll request you just drop down one word with regard to when you listen AI. So what do you understand by AI? This is the code as well. I am just sharing on the screen. So you can take the screen. I just want one word. Okay, if there is only one, I will appreciate rest to please. What do you think when you listen AI? What is the first word that comes to you when you think about AI? We all know it is artificial intelligence, but what else with artificial intelligence then we talk about? Because before starting with the tools and all these, what are the tools that are available, let's first grasp that what, it's not I'm making you understand what basically AI is all about, but at least when you are adapting an AI tool into your academic research, you should first be convinced, because in majority of my workshops we people are not convinced. that whether we should use AI or not. Generally, what happens when we talk about AI, and when I have a discussion with a lot of my colleagues and academicians, they all say that yeah, AI is unethical, or AI will substitute our knowledge or our writing. The quality would be degraded, and lot of other factors that we generally think of. So in that perspective, when we are talking about, so that's what I want to understand from you all. What is the first thing that when you look into, so we'll request you to
भी है,
please,
एक एक्स्ट्रा चटनी भी है.
can you please drop give one word what you have, because I just got one word from one person, that is assisted intelligence. So there are approximately 24 people, so at least there would be. Okay, great. Advanced, automatic, creator, data science, futuristic, progressive. See, in all these words, what I got right now, when you are talking about progressive ideas, futuristic, creators, so it means now we all are on the same page and we have accepted AI. Is there anyone who is still feeling like that? No, AI will substitute. I hope in my workshop, I can make you understand AI can never substitute we as an academician. It is always there to support us as just like a tool. Like Google came into the in 2000s, early 2000, Google came. Then we have internet on all just to support us. So in the same way, this AI has come into this phase in this era just to support us and make our work, no, I'll not say easy, but making a smart academician rather than hardworking, or rather than digging into a laborious job. It is making us too little smart and innovative kind of, right? So that is what the whole perspective of this particular workshop would be all about. Apart from that, it is not only we are looking into the innovation part. The second thing is ethical and unethical. That also one of the thing that we have a discussion, a debate, whether it is unethical or ethical. See, that again is individual perspective, individual to individual, it varies. So yeah, in this particular session, I can't say it is a like we all would be on the same platform with regard to ethics and unethical practice, the using of AI. When you are using AI just to support and make your work little easy, it is ethical. But when you are trying to substitute, like when I ask my students to do a project and they just copy and paste, so definitely that is unethical. But if my student is taking a support of the AI tool, like for making the presentation, beautifying the presentation, beautifying the project, making a wonderful visuals and all those stuff. So that is a great opportunity for them also, that they can use or they can take the support of AI to make it a wonderful presentation as all. So that is ethical that we can look into. So starting, we all taking now officially taking this particular session. And please, in the whole session, if you have any query, you can just raise your hand, unmute yourself. It is, we all are academicians and colleagues and in the same fraternity, so we can have a discussion. If you have any query, you can stop me there and then and let me know that I have to recap or something. Whatever you want, you just let me know about it, right? When generative AI, or what we used to say AI, came into this era during the, that how it has, the first and foremost, the most popular tool that we all have in our mind, because when we talk about AI, I thought of, people would say the first AI, when we say, we always say ChatGPT. I hope everyone agrees. So whenever we say that AI means what? ChatGPT. Initially, we all were aware of, we were talking about ChatGPT. So I would be starting my whole uh, today's session I'll start with ChatGPT, and then from ChatGPT, I'll take you to the other AI tools. Now, why I am using ChatGPT in this session? To start with the research process, can anyone tell me what is the first step of your research? The first step or the first stage of your research? Saurabh sir, you are, yeah, please.
Yeah, literature review.
Is it true, sir? Just think over the first stage of your research. Jalak, yes, good. Just narrow down. Research, formulating research question also, research gap also. Dr. Sri Lakshmi, what was the first thing? Is research gap?
The need for research.
The need for research, okay.
Objectives.
Okay, what object? Yes, Rashmi, you hit on it. Idea. I have 100 of ideas in my mind, and then I have to look into which idea I should go ahead. The idea is very important, because unless and until I don't know from where I have to start, then only I will able to identify the research gap, research problem, whatever the literature review, everything. Unless and until I don't have an idea with me. And when I talk about idea, how idea is always raw. If I'm not wrong, if you all agree with me, idea is always a raw. And to make a formalizing an idea, if I want to make an idea formal, what is the tool that I use to make my idea formal? Or from raw stage, I want to make my idea a full-fledged research problem, looking into the objectives. What is from that idea to research? What are the tools available for it? How you do? Definitely, you all have done your research. So from idea, like there would be the participants who would be research scholars as well. So you take your idea to your guide, to your PhD guide, or to your friends and colleagues, and then what do? You try to do the brainstorming. Am I right? You brainstorm your idea. Brainstorm means basically what? You try
Validation.
to
Validation.
Yes, sir. Correct. Not only validation. You try to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Because I cannot do all the things in one go. Am I right? So I try to narrow it down. Now just imagine, because generally whenever I have a discussion with scholars, whenever I go, they have one of the complaint that maybe my guide is too busy, right? They don't have time to discuss with me and I am lost. It is very time consuming. Or sometimes when you want to discuss with someone, maybe with your friends and colleagues, you don't feel comfortable that you can talk to your colleagues, or maybe you don't have that collaborations, or maybe you are little introvert kind of person that you don't want to go ahead. So who is the best person to whom you can discuss? In that perspective, AI plays a major role. And in that, you can use ChatGPT. It is a wonderful tool to do the brainstorming, the first and foremost step to formalize. And ChatGPT is, I don't know, a lot of people say ChatGPT is, it is not good, it doesn't give you the literature review, because never use ChatGPT for literature review. That is foremost. ChatGPT is basically for your brainstorming. It is just like you are having a conversation with your friend. You don't do literature review with your friends. Literature review is you have to read the papers and then you have to come to a review it, right? So ChatGPT is not for that. ChatGPT is basically for brainstorming. Now, the challenge with ChatGPT when you are talking about the brainstorming is you don't know what is your output. What do you want from ChatGPT? The reason being you don't know what you want from ChatGPT, you don't know what you have to give an input. If you don't know the output, you will not be able to type in, you will not be able to give the input to ChatGPT so that you can get that output. Like for example, if I say, I have an idea to discuss about digital education. Let's take about, right? Digital education. Now, digital education is very vast. What I want in digital education era, do I want to talk about the innovative tools, the technological part, or I do want to talk about student engagement, right? So I have to look into what I want from my ChatGPT as an output, and accordingly I need to put into it. So and that input, in technical words, we call it as prompt. We all heard about the word prompt. So what basically prompt is that prompt is like I'm giving a command? No. Prompt, remember one thing, prompt is not a command. It is not a command that you are giving. Do you command your friend when you have a brainstorm? I don't think so. We don't have a commanding. I want you to do this. Big no. Never do it. Because ChatGPT is like a conversation that you have to make it. So for making a conversation, let me take you and take this journey forward with you all. Just a second. Is my screen visible, everyone? I guess you all have this ChatGPT. Is my screen visible? Because
yes.
Yes, yes.
super. So now in ChatGPT, now what they have started up, they have initial few prompts they have given you free of cost at ChatGPT 4.0. That is ChatGPT Plus. And once that particular quota is over, right, then it comes to the normal ChatGPT, right? So you need to be very conscious when you are doing it, because in both the cases it is very different. Because when you are using ChatGPT Plus or the upgraded one, right, the quality is little different as compared to the normal ChatGPT that we talk about. So that is number one, right? Now, how to give a prompt, how to start a conversation with ChatGPT. We all know ChatGPT is basically what it is, a generative AI. AI is what it is, an intelligence. Intelligence is something like you are talking to a human, right? But it's an artificial, you're talking. So this artificial person, I have to make this artificial person understand who this artificial person is. It's a kind of a role play. I want to make ChatGPT first understand what kind of role ChatGPT need to play, what I want ChatGPT to be. So first thing is I have have to give a role. So act as, right now I want him what? Because this is an academic research, I want him to become a research scholar. I want him to become a research scholar. Now, once I have given him, now remember one thing, the second part of your prompt is what do you want? That is the verb. Now, the second part is the verb. The action that you want the ChatGPT need to do it. So, act as research scholar, identify the research, trending research areas. Trending research areas 2024 in the field of digital education. Now, second thing is, the third thing is, whenever you are giving, you're conversing with your ChatGPT, it is, again, I'm repeating and mentioning it, you are chatting with your friend. So with your friend, you don't make a long statement, number one. You don't give them the complex conversation that you, in one go, you ask everything and then ask your friend, okay, tell me, what are your insights? That we never do it. So same way, ChatGPT will not be able to give you your whole scenario in one go. So you have to make it in bit and pieces to make to start the conversation. So I have made it first, you act as a research scholar, identify the trending research areas 2024. I have just given it in 2024 in the latest, and in the field of the digital education. So let's see what they are talking about. So these are the topics, the trending research areas like artificial intelligence integration, personalized, and it is giving you what they are exploring: personalized digital learning environment, virtual exchange, data analytics and learning analytics, digital equity and inclusion. So there are a lot of stuff that they have talked about, right? Now I can pick any one, right? Now I'll start my conversation. So let's take the first one. Based on point one, identify. Now I have looked into the research area, right? So based on point one, identify research topics for maybe for my PhD thesis, or for, let me talk about a research paper to be published in Scopus journal. So here are the research topics that I can pick up, like personalization in learning, AI-driven adaptive learning models for personalized education, improving. So see how the conversation I have started with. I have made him to understand. Now, even whatever I'm thinking, I can start with it. So this is one part. I have just made the conversation. If anyone wants, if anyone has any research idea in their mind that they want me to start with well, this is what I have started the conversation. Let me take you guys with your research area. Anyone want to share their just any raw idea that they have in mind? Let's see what ChatGPT, because I have just taken the one part, digital education. That is the domain I have talked about. I have not talked about any idea. Anyone want to share any research idea? Any idea that they have? Not the research gap or something, just an idea. Okay, AI in okay, a relationship between AI and literacy, criticism. Criticism means you want to make a policy review kind of paper or something. What, Jalak? Okay, is the criticism of works of literature. Okay, so you want a literature review paper kind of stuff. Am I right? So, okay. So, can you identify research objectives? On relationship between AI and literary for literature review paper. So let me, in the literature review paper, let me give us one of the framework which will help me to give a more crisp of it, based on I just talk about a very simple work for my literature review, right? So I'm taking one of the framework, right? So I'll look into. So it is talking about with the help of TCCM framework. These are the objectives based on TCCM. It has identified the objectives, right? So I can just pick couple of objectives from there. So it has given me now the methodology to review and compare methodologies used in assessing the effectiveness of AI-driven literacy programs to identify the gap. If I want criticism-based review paper, So now this is a criticism based, what you were talking about, the critics in the existing literature. So you have the objectives in front of you. Now, based on your objectives, you can look into what are the objectives you want to opt for. Definitely, you will not be able to take all the objectives, right? So you can take a couple of objectives from here, right? You can just take a couple of objectives from here, and from those objectives, you can based on above, identify the research gap. See, remember one thing, whatever it is doing, it is giving you again giving you a structure. So you can think over, okay, these are the points that I can need it. So you are just talking to your friend and accordingly you are making it, acha, these are the things that I have to. So these are the theory gaps, the gaps that you are talking about. You can look into what are the theories that would be identified it, what I have to target it, what are the keywords that I have to look into. So in such a way, you can create. Now, these are the research gaps that you can identify on the TCM framework, right? Based on gaps, write 3 research questions. Now, Abhi, right now, you were doing the brainstorming, right? So in case of brainstorming, it was just, you were giving the role and the verb, right? Now, the third portion, the third section of your prompt comes when you want to align it. Align it what? That in what language, in what style you want. Because it is an academic research, and we all know we don't want English. We want academic English. So we'll ask them to put it into academic style, right? We can ask them to put it into academic analytical style. So in such way, it will help you to define it. So let me take you in that perspective also. First, let me identify, write 3 research questions for the research. So it has given, based on it, the 3 research questions that you can identify, and then you can mold accordingly, right? So this is the one part. Now, when I was talking about the third section, the style and all those stuff, why I was saying, because sometimes what happens, this is the basically conversation that you are talking about. Like you want to write a small caselet, or you want to write some analytical piece, right, which you want to share in the classroom, or which you want to put it in your research paper, and you don't know how to frame it. Especially the fresh scholars, the people who just come into the academic part, they don't know. And coming from corporate side also, it becomes very tough for them to write in academic style, because sometimes the vocabs is very tough to remember. In general, we don't use those vocabs. So when I'm talking about like act as academician, write a case on integration of AI in education for, let's say, discussion in the research paper in academic analytical style, and 250 words. I just want in 250 words, right? So let's see. It is giving me a small case study, right? See the way it is written. So have a look. It's just like the integration of AI in education marks a pyramid shift in pedagogy, offering innovative approaches to teaching and learning and administration. See how it has gone. So it becomes easy for a fresher when they start. They don't know from where to start. So this is the one way that you can proceed with your journey, and you can look into how to write it. Now, the second thing that we always face a challenge: what is my format? What is my outline? What are the key points that should be in abstract or in introduction that I have to put in? So let me take in that perspective also. So based on above, because already the conversation started, right? Outline the research paper to be published in Scopus journal. See, so here is the structure that you can look into. The title page, what will come in the abstract, the purpose, the research gap, key findings from the literature, and the proposed future research. Then the keywords, it has given you the keywords. Then the introduction, what are the key points that need to be come in the introduction, the theoretical framework, right? The literature review, where they are talking about the contextual analysis, characteristics of AI tools, methodology critics, research gaps and emerging challenges, discussion and implications in that perspective, future research and discussion, conclusion, references, and whatever. So this is the outline. So you are aware of this is the outline and what need to become in the outline. So this will help you that, okay, you can create an Excel file, and for in front of every point, you can write your own, right? So this is the best part that you can use, that you can take a support of ChatGPT. Now, till here, anyone has any query, any doubt that they want to ask me? And I believe I'm not too fast or making you, or anything you have in your mind, please ask me. You're most welcome.
Yeah, Dr. Dev, just can you go back to the last one where you did this case study, I think, integration of AI and AI in education integration?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically for the language part of it, right?
Yeah, you can make it in any format. Like I have made it in academic analytical style. You can make it in the professional style, right?
Okay.
You can make it elaborative.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Anyone else, any query, anything you have in their mind that they want to share, or they want to make me to demonstrate or something with regard to right now, the way I have used ChatGPT? How to abstract ma'am from various. Doctor, just give a second. Let me first see how many of you are clear with using of ChatGPT and creating the prompt. Extracting the abstracts and all, that is the next stage. Right now we are doing the brainstorming, and I have got the research question from which I will start the journey. The next step, what you all were saying. Great, all okay till now. That is superb. So let me now take the one step ahead. Now I have the research question with me. Now with that research question, what is my next step? I have to look into the literature. I have to identify. Okay, one more thing. With the help of this, you can also identify the variables that you want to study. Because sometimes what happens, you have hundreds of variables that you can look into. So with the help of ChatGPT, you can brainstorm that also. That, okay, from this, what would be my dependent variables? What would be my independent variables? That can be done. Even you can brainstorm with regard to mediating factors and moderating factors also. Look into the relationships as well. Even based on those variables, you can ask ChatGPT to create a questionnaire for you all, and then you can validate that questionnaire. So it gives you an outline also for your questionnaires, that, okay, this is the questionnaire that I can go ahead. Not only the questionnaires, interview questions also. It can give you a whole layout, how to conduct a interview, a semi-structured interview that can be done. One more important thing, that ChatGPT can support you. I don't know, because very honest answer, I am not a very analytical kind of person. Analytical, not a coder. To be very honest, I'm not that kind of coder. I can use till SPSS. I don't need to code or something like that, because nowadays Python and all those have come up where you have hell lot of coding need to be done and everything. I'm not that coder that I can do it, a data analytic kind of person. So ChatGPT can help you to do the coding part as well. So that is the best part, that you can do it with ChatGPT. You can create a code for your research, for any data analysis that you need to do it. So sometimes what happen, maybe you are stuck with your data analysis, you were not able to get any person. So ChatGPT is there to give you that code. Please don't ask ChatGPT to take the data and do the analysis. I'm not asking that. I'm asking to give the code, and that code you can run it, and then you can extract the result and interpret that result, right? That is another thing. Next thing, with the support of ChatGPT, what you can do, you have values. Sometimes what happens, you don't understand the meaning, or you are not able to interpret the value, right? So ChatGPT can help you in that as well, to make a concise interpretation, so that it support your interpretation, and in which direction you want to interpret it based on your research question, so that your research question is fulfilled. So that kind of support can also be provided by the ChatGPT. So these are the lot of things that can help. Generally, whenever I'll share my personal experience, whenever I have to use ChatGPT or I have to rely, I generally take a paid version. It is $20 a month. So if you have a team, you can collaborate with it, you can share the money, you can have a pit for that, and you can purchase it. The reason being, there are a lot of good generative tools that are available in GPT store. So that is the best part, that you can use it, because taking individual AI tools, you can just purchase it $120, and you can use multiple sources. You can take the help of data analytics sources. You can take help for all the literature review tools that I would be sharing right now, that I would be discussing. Now they have collaborated with GPT. So they are available on the GPT store. So you can take the benefit of that, and you can start in a very qualitative way, because our next concern is the quality. We generally think ChatGPT is not giving you, but if you take a paid, it definitely gives you the to a certain extent. Definitely you have to work, but quality work it will provide you. Another thing, because there are a lot of competitors of ChatGPT, like Copilot, Gemini, or a lot of stuff. So I have especially for academics, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about in general. I tried to use it, but I found ChatGPT far better. It is my personal experience and opinion. So I don't know. Maybe for someone, Gemini or Copilot is good. I'm not saying that, but my personal experience, I like ChatGPT more as compared to others, because at least it gives me a very the language is very good. It makes my language very easy. So that language part, I really liked it. So I generally use ChatGPT rather than Copilot or Gemini and all. I don't use that for my academic research. So I generally use ChatGPT for that. Now, moving ahead from ChatGPT, now I have the research question with me. So my next step is identifying the papers. So let me take the research question. Anyone has any query, anything?
Not now.
Not now. Great. Superb. Let me take a research question. Let me take any. Okay, let me take this one, right? Now, let me start with the journey of it. The first thing is I have to look into the papers, right? So for that, there are a lot of AI tools. The first AI tool which is free, that is LitMap, a very popular. LitMap basically, wait a second. Now, what benefit lit maps give you? Lit map gives you the connection, right? Connection between the papers, connection for the timeline, how that particular topic has evolved. So right now, when you are looking into the keywords which has been identified, so we can take these keywords, put it on this lit map. I will not put the critical review. I just want to, because we want to whole paper. So this will help you to write your literature review and see how the flow is going on. So if I select any one, right? I have the years, the timeline, right? I have the papers that we can go through with it. Fine, these are the papers, and I can create a map. Wait a second.
Excuse me, can you please repeat what you have put? Have you put the topic which you are search question on the search bar?
Keyword, ma'am, keyword.
Acha, keywords, fine.
Yeah, I have put the keywords, right? So from the one paper, right, I can explore, I can create a map. Now this paper, how this paper has been, see, this is my paper of 2024, all my references, and this paper where it has been cited and how it is linked, each and every paper. It's a kind of map that it is created, right? This paper has references from 2006 and 2003, right? This paper is directly, it has no cross connection with anyone. If so, you know how the research, how the review has been flowed over the years, and like this. Now there are a lot of, from this paper, this 2019 paper has lot of references. They have been referred by a lot of papers. So in 2020 there are 2023 and 24. So you can go through accordingly and you can create your literature. So this is the first one, which is called as lit map. You can create the map with any paper you want to, and you can create your own map, right? If I take this paper, this is the paper that I am talking about, right? Now, if I want to take another paper, let me, instead of this,
Can we add 2-3 papers and make the map?
not with the lit map, you can do that. Not with the lit map, you can do that with 2-3 papers. For that, if you see, lit map is more, lit maps and all is more like a map where you are looking into the origin of that, how it has originated.
Okay.
Right? What you are talking about, combining 2-3 papers and looking into, that is the writing the review. Here you are trying to see how it has evolved. The related papers. You are trying to, because sometimes what happens, you have paper and you don't know what are other papers I should go ahead. So you can take the, when you are going through with your literature, you looked into like, okay, this is the paper which is very close to my objective. So with that paper, you can see, oh, these are all the related papers. And then I can start reading it. I hope I have made myself clear with what lit map is. Now,
there is another one, ma'am, which is called connected papers.
Yes,
Absolutely
connected
similar.
papers also.
That's similar.
Yeah.
Basically, bibliometric origin of all the papers. And
yeah, it also shows the same, how the paper is connected
Correct, yes.
with each other.
Yes.
Yeah. But in connected papers, again, it is free premium. It is to a certain section, it is free.
Yeah.
Right? And one more thing, in all these AI tools that I am discussing right now, till date, no one has Scopus database, because majority people ask me with regard to, ma'am, is this can I get the Scopus database or all those stuff? It is more with the Web of Science, PubMedia and all. So they have all those links, databases, but not Scopus. The reason being, Scopus has their own AI. Whatever right now I'm telling you all, now Scopus has their own AI, and again it is paid version. So you can request your institute to have a Scopus AI based database. So that will help you to go through with all these tools which are available on the Scopus database. So you will not get any Scopus database. So generally they have Web of Science. Majority of the all these AI tools are related to Web of Science. So just like your LitMap, there is another AI tool called Research Rabbit. So let me take you to Research Rabbit. I have not. You just need to register yourself with all the details. Now, again, same. You can give title, DOI, PMD, or keywords. Right? You can use any of it. In this Research Rabbit, you can upload a file also, and then you can see the related one. Now, this Research Rabbit is also linked with one of the AI tool that is known as Zotro. Zotro is a referencing tool, just like you people are using Mendeley and all. Zotro is also one of the reference management AI tool that you can connect with this Research Rabbit, that you can use it. So I'll put the keywords which I got it. Now, as I said, PubMed is for basically biomedical and life science, and all subject which has been powered by semantic scholars. So I would be taking all subject areas. So again, I got this papers, so I can add this into one of the paper, adding into the collection. So let's take it from there. So this paper has been connected, right? This is the abstract of the paper, right? Now, if you look into, like in LitMap, what basically was happening, it is giving you a kind of a graph where they are showing that, okay, this paper, how it is linked with others and how the other papers are linked to each other, right? In Research Rabbit, it is showing in a horizontal way. Like these are the authors. I'll not use this. इसमें इसके ज़्यादा नहीं है. I'll use another one. Wait a second. I guess it is a very latest paper. I'll use something which is quite old. I'll take this one. Now, let's take this. Now, have a look. This is the paper. Now, this paper has similar work. There are 659 papers which are similar to this paper. This paper has 37 references and it has been cited 54 times. Also, the author, if you look into the author, there are 9 authors into this paper. And how many? The famous author is this, whose citation is 1320, having 77 publications and all, right? In this way, I can click on the author. Now, this is the author. I can look into his published work. These are his published work, and this is the map that is created. This is from the author side. Now, I don't want to look into the author side. I'll go back, right? I want to see the references. So this is the references, how the references are mapped. I believe anyone has a doubt. Please. Anyone?
No, man. It's okay.
Huh? Okay. So it's the same with the LitMap, but in case of LitMap, I'm not able to see how the authors or the references, how the references are again connected to other papers and so on, right? So a research rabbit gives me that, and I can look into how it has evolved over the time, right? So I can pick one, I can see the similar work of this paper. Again, I can go and then see, and then I can create maps and maps, which will help me to understand the overall journey and how I can pick my literature review, the papers basically. And then I can download these papers. Once again, this is not a Scopus database papers that you are downloading, right? So you can take the papers from here, right? And this is the connections that you can create. The connections and all, you can see how it is connected and how it is going through with it. And you can have not only the network, even you can have with the timelines also. So these are the timelines and how these timelines, this, because I have taken this Lee paper of 2021 and how it has referred in, his references are linked. The first reference is from 2005, right? So in this way, you can have a study of your literature. Literature in the sense, identifying the papers and how the papers are connected. Very good. We have all the papers in front of me. I can understand, okay, these are the papers which are linked to each other. Now the next stage comes my research gap. How should I identify the research gap? How I should write or how I should go about in going ahead and seeing how to proceed it with it, right? So very popular AI tool which can help you is Elicit. Let me. Right now I'm taking the basic plan. Okay. So research through my own papers for identify, just exploring to write a format to conduct the systematic review, right? To write a formal. Uh, okay. So how I have here from anyone and submit. Now, in this Elicit, instead of keywords will help you to identify the papers. Now, what I have in this, I have to write the research question. So research question I have already identified through my ChatGPT. I'm taking that research question which I have taken it up, or through my litmap or research rabbit, the papers I have extracted, I can extract data from that PDFs, right? I can go ahead and do the conversation accordingly, right? Even I can identify the list of concepts also related to my research topic and then go ahead and do the review. So let me take you the first of finding the papers and how to go about with it. So it will give you a summary. Not only it will identify the papers, but it will not tell you the connection between the papers. It will just help you to identify the research gaps or how, what are the key points. So instead of reading the whole paper, you can have this. So in Elicit, the first portion, if you look into this first paragraph, it's a kind of a summary of top 4 papers. The top 4 papers which identify, which correlate with your research question. This is a literature review of that first 4 papers, right? Now, what you can do with these papers, you can create an abstract. You can look into the main findings also for the paper. So you can create a table. Now, this table, you can download it if you have a paid version of this. Then only you will able to download it. And you can do it for n number of papers. You just put load more, you have that. Again, I go with load more. Again, I have it. Again, I have load more. I have good number of papers and I have the whole. Whatever the column I want to make it. Like right now I have made a column of abstract summary and main finding. Maybe I want to have theoretical framework, right? So now I have to, because I don't have the paid version. Let me delete this column. I can look into the research gap. So it is giving me all the stuffs. Just a second. For 64 papers, it is giving me the theoretical framework, the abstract summary, and now it is identifying the research gap for all the 64 papers that I have put in here.
So, ma'am, these papers will come there by default once you put the question there, right?
Yes, once you put the, not only question, even if you have any related paper with you, based on that paper, it will create the whole table for you. Even what you can do, you can just open one of the paper, right? And then you can see that paper details as well. Okay, this is not an open paper. It's not been displayed due to request of the publisher. I'll take some other paper. Right, this is the abstract of the paper. And then you can take the PDF, you can open it and you can see it is cited in 7 papers, the DOI of the paper that you can identify. So this is one of the tools, that is Elicit, that you can use it, right? The substitute of Elicit that you can use it, another one is,
May I have a question over here? Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry to
please
interrupt.
go ahead. No, please go ahead.
So suppose we have a list of paper which we have collected from maybe Scopus or somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we, so can we do it like I have a folder of the paper I can upload over here and that will give me the table of the SNR?
See, the challenge with the Scopus papers is that they don't allow any other AI tool to read their paper unless and until it is not open access.
Okay.
Right? So that's what I said. If you want to use the Scopus database, Scopus AI is there to help you to do all these stuff.
Okay. So that I will get it in my Scopus email only.
No, not Scopus. Scopus AI karke, there is a different product they have.
Okay.
So they have integrated AI also. So you can request your institute or your research director to have a discussion with them and come up with the AI, Scopus AI.
Okay. And in that we can do all these things.
You can do it. Yes. Actually, I have also not used it, but I have read the article and whatever the benefits that they are providing, the services and features that I have read it. So
Thank you.
that part I am aware of. But yes, with Elicit and all, when you have with one paper also, you can go through and then you can correlate and identify it. But if you are talking about multiple papers and go ahead, you have to purchase. These all are, it's a kind of free premium. It is to a particular section, it is free. Then it is a premium based. So you have to purchase it. So I generally, what we generally do whenever we have to use it, we just pull in and purchase for 1 month or so, and then we continue with it. Anyone else? Any query? Any other query? Okay. I hope I'm not too rushing off. It's fair, everyone, right? So let me move ahead. Just like Elicit, because Elicit has, if some there are couple of participants who have taken my previous and they are aware of it, that Elicit has been for long being into this industry. Let me take the another one. As I said, Concises. Concises also work just like Elicit, what we are talking about. So let me take the same research question. So this is my research question. It has given me the related, what I can go ahead and do it. These are the results, the papers that it has identified. It's doing the pro analysis. Just a second. Just give a second. It is doing this all analysis and then. So it is giving you based on all the recent, the key insights, a kind of a research gap. From all the papers, it has given the research gap, right? You can go ahead and see, like in this paper, what they have talked about. They are talking about AI literary questionnaire, major students literary development in 4 dimensions and all that you can go through. So these are the basic, the key features, what they are talking about, they have identified. And here it is written like ask the paper. So this is, you can have a conversation with the paper, right? So you there are a lot of AI tools that are available. Like you don't want to use this. You, instead of, you want to read on your own. You don't want any AI tool to give you the summary. You want to do it your own. So there are a lot of AI tools available to read the PDF, like ask the PDF, chat PDF, right? So there are such kind of tools which reads your PDF file, which read your paper, and you can do the conversation accordingly. I'll yeah. So that can portion can be done, that you want to read one individual paper and see what is written and highlighted, so that you can summarizing tools like you have Elicit, you have Concises, that you can use it. Um, if you want to chat with the paper, you have chat PDF, ask the PDF, right? So these are the tools that are available. There is one more tool that we, it is a good one, Scholarcy. Scholarcy also gives you a good okay. Wait a second, it's asking me to actually. I had to create a new email account for it because in my rest it is already over. So now, so I can go to, they have made it right now. It will ask the whole details. So you can use Scholarcy also to do it. But again, so now Scholarcy have changed it to make a paid one and giving you the first trial version. Scholarcy gives you the flashcards, not only the flashcards with the Scholarcy. Scholarcy gives you the whole review with the kind of how it has cited the other papers, like the papers which they have criticized in the and papers which are supporting, right? So that portion also is very good in Scholarcy that you can use. That is one Scholarcy that you can use. Okay. Then there is one other one which is called as Research Buddy. You can use Research Buddy also to go ahead with your literature review. it is on it. It will take little time, and it will mail to you the whole of your paper that you are talking about, a kind of small literature review that will help you to go ahead and do it. So this is one more that you can go ahead and use it. Another one is, wait a second, another one is size space. See, in size space, please make sure you are using typeset.io, because when you put on the Google, in case Google, we will put SciSpace. There are couple of websites that come with the name of SciSpace, but look into the website which have typeset.io, because SciSpace with typeset.io gives you the research platform with the research one. So just I'm typing the research question. It's the same with the Elicit. It will give you the answer from the top 5 papers, and the same kind of insights it will provide you. And with the paper, you can chat with PDF as well. In this, it is inbuilt that they have that you can do the chatting with the PDF. And just like Elicit, it will also help you to do the same. But again, if you want to download and want to make it more comprehensive and kind, you have to purchase. It has some pricing. You can go ahead and take a benefit of that, right? So this is one of the other tools that you can use, SciSpace also, to do the reviewing part, to do the literature review. Anyone with has any doubt? Anything they want to ask me till now?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
So, these tools we are using for understanding the idea generation in a research. In a similar way, when we write a research paper, we do have two more important aspects. Sometimes we try to write some case study or maybe, an article. So, any specific tool which could be good for, helpful, like LR के लिए जो आपने बताया है, in similar line, which will be useful for case study writing or maybe article writing?
Okay. Rashmi ma'am, for case study, you only help me out, okay? Right? For case study, tell me, what are the sources for the case study?
So normally depends on, the topic. Like basically, if you talk about a company specific, so obviously the company data and company information.
And what are the sources of company information? Is basically, you can look into the videos, you look into the newspapers, that is basically the websites, you go through the websites and everything. Am I right?
Yes.
Right? So these are the sources. So just give me 5 minutes, let me complete this, then I will take you for the case study. What are the AI tools that are available which will help you to do that as well?
Yeah, thank you.
Right? So this is one SciSpace that you can use it. One I forgot, just like LitMap, there is one more very popular that we use it, that is Open Knowledge Maps. Again, this gives you a kind of map. Like, let me take you. Actually, it is creating a map. Just give a second. Yeah. Now, in this open knowledge map, the presentation is different. Now, here what they are giving, they give you a knowledge map. They give you a Venn diagram with all the keywords, like the keyword that you want to see digital divide, literacy, skills, education technology. So these are the papers with those kind of keywords. Teacher education reform, these are the papers related. Class, gender, race, this is the paper. Distance education, these are the papers related to it. So based on the keywords, it is giving you a kind of a Venn diagram that you can create. So with just one keyword, that is digital education, you can see what are the other keywords and how it is correlated. So this will help you in a other way to see the keywords and how it has evolved and how it is correlated with other keywords and papers have been come up. So that is one of the other way to look into, that is open knowledge maps. So the best part using these all AI tools, when you talk about open AI, Litmap, Research Rabbit and all, it narrow down your research. Because if I put this research question or the keywords on Google Scholar, you will get millions of paper. Like, let me take, if I put on Google Scholar, if I say digital education, that's it. So see, I have approximately 59 lakh of papers that I have to, but I'm not able to correlate. I'm not able to see how it is integrated with other papers and all those stuff. So it, with the help of these tools, it really confines and reduce your pain of reading each and every paper, rather than it, what I can say, in a very structured and comprehensive way, you are able to do your research work. So that is the best part, that you can use it with all these search engines kind of, where they are making your searches more structured kind of stuff, right? Now, with all these search engines, anyone has any query, then I will go with the case studies, how to identify, how to summarize the case studies.
Ma'am, just one query here. We have gone through a lot of AI tools. Is there any AI tool for research where we can actually get the conceptual framework which has been used, or which should be used in my paper? Can I get any reference of that in any AI tool?
Sorry, sir, can
Theoretical.
you just can you elaborate more what basically you're looking into?
Something like if I am writing a paper and I am using a theory, possibly TAM. I am using a theory technology adoption model. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Now, can any of these tools tell me which theory should I use? Which theory conceptually, which theory should I use, and what will be the framework there?
See, thanks, Saurav sir, you have mentioned this question. See, what you right now you are trying to do it. You are trying to do your brainstorming,
Correct.
right? You know, I want this. You know your output. That these are the theories. What kind of the theories and how I have to create a framework. What are the variables?
Correct.
Now you tell me. Till the time I have given you all the tools. Which tool you will use to do your brainstorming?
I was initially thinking I will take help of ChatGPT itself. If I prompt them properly, possibly they can give me.
Oh, it is a wonderful on that. I have used it.
Okay.
I have used it, and you can really come up with a very good one. Like you have used the word TAMP model, right?
Yeah, technology adoption model.
Yeah.
Framework, yeah.
Um, I'm just giving you. So I want to use TAMP model in the field of digital education. So it is giving me all the variables, the determinants of TAMP, and the questions. So you can opt for anyone, but you want to do it.
Okay.
What next confusion you have? Tell me. What would be your next thing? You have the variables in front of you. You wanted to look into the framework.
Correct.
Right? Or the theories.
Yeah, the theories first, basically. The conceptual framework basically out of these theories basically.
What are the theories that can
Around perceived usefulness person.
back that can um, give vertical background of the framework, focusing on, let me take one, perceived
Perceived usefulness. Yes.
usefulness. So for perceived usefulness, these are the theories that you can, right? You can talk about how you can draw the establishment. It is giving you a kind of, okay, you have expectancy value theory, diffusion of innovations theory, and how you can correlate with it, self-determination theory, task technology fit theory, cognitive load theory, theory of planned behavior, social cognitive theory, value-based adoption model. Now you can use how to integrate these theories into a framework. That is also done.
Yeah. Got it.
So it will help you to do your research. So you
Yes,
have an outline, and now you can identify the papers accordingly.
yeah. Because
The
this is
help
a very
of,
important step possible in empirical research. This is a very, very important step to identify the right theory that will go with your paper.
yeah.
Sure.
So at least
Thank
you know what are the theories that you have to, or the keywords. Because when you are identifying the papers, now you can just mention those papers and you can go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Can you name a few tools to find references to given written content? Hariji, just give me some time. References tools we will discuss. Yeah, definitely. Nowadays, Mendeley is also kind of a AI. It has really improvised a lot. So there are other AI tools that I will discuss. Let me go step by step. Make your journey and what are the tools. References would be the last part that I will help you to go ahead, right? So let me now, these are the sources that you get for the research paper. Now, one of the participants talked about how for the sources for your case study, because in the case study, generally your sources are websites, your sources are even YouTube videos also, right? So we have those videos and all. So I'll just share. Give me a second. Just okay. I hope my Google is in front of you all, right? Now, in my this screen, if you looked at on my, there are a lot of plugins and extensions that I have on my laptop. So if you look here, there is one called Merlin. It's a very good AI tool which summarizes your whole website or give you a kind of a summary, just like ChatGPT. Like you are going for a class or you want to understand a terminology, Merlin is very good that you can use it. Apart from Merlin, I have Writosonic as well to write a email or to identify the make a summary of a particular websites and all that I can use it. That is one. The most popular which I generally use, a very good one, is Casper AI. It's a marvelous tool, that AI tool to summarize your website. Why? I'll tell you the reason being. Let me take some in India. Let me take some website. Website in the sense some articles or something like that. Okay, so this is a news article, right? On e-learning and ICT driving the digital education revolution, right? This is an article, and I want to create a summary of it. So I'll open this Casper AI. Right? Actually, now, this is what you will get with this capture. So what they are asking you, you can summarize this whole web page, right? So I want to summarize this page. Okay, again, it is free sum. It is free sum for till 5 that I can create it, right? After that, it would be a paid one. So I'll just give you so this is a summary of the page. It's a concise.
We are not able to see that. We are seeing the e-learning and the Google Sheet, actually, the news.
Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. We're not able to see that. Oh, that's great. Wait a second. I'll share then my screen rather than the... Yeah. Now I hope you people are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Superb. So this page, and this is Casper AI. This is basically a plugin that I have created, right? So you can just download from Google Casper AI, and you can create an extension here, right? Casper AI. It will summarize this whole page. What basically now benefit of this is right now giving you summary. Now there are a lot of basically I can do with this particular summary. I can first to copy this summary. That is correct. अच्छा मेरा उसका you can even go with the the critics of it, the against part of it. So add a convert. Just a second, what happened actually? Just a second. I guess मेरा उसका वो my free version is over, so I'm not able to use its other points, because it is not only summarized, it gives you the insight also. Casper AI gives you the insight also. It can gives you if you want to have a critical review of it, or if you want to have a discussion points on that, that can also be done with the Casper AI. So instead of reading the whole web page, you can create one small summary out of it. So that is one that you can use it for any YouTube channel which you are talking about. This one, what I am talking about, Merlin. So once you have downloaded Merlin, right, that Merlin would be automatically come on your YouTube also. So you can get the transcript of the particular YouTube with the help of Merlin, right? This is the transcript. Even you can get you can summarize the video. So you don't have to listen the whole of the video. You can create a summary of the video. Just a second. So if you are listening to an interview of like you are writing a case study on Tata or some, and you are listening to an interview. So with that interview, you can create the summary, you can take the transcript, and you can see this is the summary, and then you can have a chat with the summary as well. You can chat, you can expand, you can see which portion, right, what it is talking about. Like in the first 9 seconds talking about the learn to graph the capital market line. So you can expand it, what basically they are talking about, each and every section, the points that they are highlighting. So this will help you to identify, make your notes accordingly, right? So that also helps you to write the case studies and all, and you can create a source accordingly. I generally use Merlin, a good one. Merlin, Casper, I generally use Casper for my classroom. When I have to throw a debatable question, like whenever I have to give a news article or any kind of paper or something, and I have to throw a debatable question. So Casper helps me to do that, to provide the insights and create a debate in the class, and what are the key points that I can go for and against and all, that I can create with the Casper. So these are the good tools that you can use for your case studies, for your classroom engagement as well, so that you can use it. So this is for basically the case studies that you can create it, because in the case study generally this. Now the second part that you asked me with regard to the outline of the case study, what are the key points, or maybe sometimes you don't know, you don't understand the layout of your case study. Once again, what you are trying to do, you are trying to do the brainstorming. So the brainstorming, the best is use ChatGPT. I generally use ChatGPT to do my brainstorming. Very honest answer. Even for case study also, to create the layout or to define what are the key points that I have to highlight. So I use it, the ChatGPT for that. Okay. Dr. Sri Lakshmi, you are saying that for debate, what I was saying, you can use Casper AI. They give you the questions, the insights of that particular paper or that particular news article which you want to discuss in the class. So it gives you an insight about that. It helps you to go about with that, right? Can you explain this one again, the video summarize? For video summarize, just download Merlin. Once you download Merlin, it will automatically gets add on in your YouTube. So on your YouTube, just look, it would be written Merlin, sign in on that, and whatever the video you want to watch, it will give you a summary, it will give you the transcript, and for every important points or every important topics that is mentioned in the video, it will give you a summary of that as well. So you can use Merlin. Merlin is a good one that you can use in that. So that you can go through with it. Anyone, any other question? Any point you want to ask me? Today, what we basically have looked into, how to use ChatGPT and basically finding the papers and aligning for the review. That's it. Tomorrow, we would be going how to write the paper, other AI tools, how to structure my paper, references part, and what are the Google benefits that can be used to find the journals or to find the research papers, because generally sometimes there are publishers who say give this solid references or something like that. So for that also, I'll just help you how to identify that. Yeah, Dr. Divya, please.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am, please.
Ma'am, I really appreciate, the kind of tools you have shared with us. However, I have a very basic question. Like when, we like write a research paper and we submit our papers and call for papers and all. so conferences and all. So they usually do not appreciate use of chat gpt. Somewhere I have found that they specially put an asterisk mark and write that, any kind of use with reference to chat gpt is not appreciated. So I just want to understand, like, to what extent can we say that this is ethical when we actually use chat gpt or any other such ai tool?
Thanks, ma'am. This is the discussion I started with when I am talking about using. Uh, don't substitute Chat GPT. Take a support, a guide. That's why I always mention that Chat GPT is for brainstorming, to
Okay.
make your idea in a constructive way.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I'm not using Chat GPT to write the paper, and I'm not using Elicit or any other AI tool to write the paper, because they can never write a paper. Trust me,
Okay.
because they, at the end, they are learning from you only.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
they can't their self learning also is coming from you. As in much you are conversing with them, they are understanding the process, right? So they can never substitute you. At the end, you have to write it. But the only thing is, instead of saving it, it just helps you to save your time. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Like going back to your colleagues, towards your guide for discussion of the papers and anything. The first thing is do your homework. And the best part is, because sometimes what happens, uh, you when you are discussing with yourself, you feel like, oh, I did brilliantly.
G. G.
But you have now AI tool with you, which
Mm-hmm.
will say, yes, this is a structured way. And then you can talk and discuss with your guide.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Noted. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have one small doubt, ma'am. Thank you so much for wonderful session. I just want to know how to get the annual tables, financial statements using AI. Can we get a table? Sorry,
No, you can't get that.
can't get that into tables, ma'am. I mean,
No, you cannot extract annual report tables, because actually they are on PDF,
that is
right?
why I'm asking. Yes.
Ha. What you, actually in that you have to purchase, we generally open PDF on Adobe Reader. So if
Okay.
you have a paid version of Adobe Reader,
Okay.
there
Oh,
you can do it.
acha. Okay, ma'am.
Ha. And they have all the AI tools. Now Adobe Reader or Adobe also has their own AI tools
Okay. So
that
there
you
we
can
can. Okay.
converse and all those stuff. But all these are paid.
But there you can get the tables, ma'am.
Yeah, from there it gives you. Do you want to convert it and all that conversion and everything is there, but it is on paid.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank
So
you.
that's what. So as Divya ma'am saying, na, okay, is it ethical or not? It is not question of ethical. Now it is about financial, whether it is financial feasible to use the AI tools or not. So there are a lot of AI tools that are available in the market. So you just Google it. There are a lot of AI tools. Now the challenge comes the cost. So it is now not ethical. It is on financials now. Yeah. All these recordings and all, you have to talk to Bola sir regarding the same. So he is the one who takes care.
No, no. No, it is being recorded. So it will be uploaded in YouTube. I'll share the link tomorrow morning.
Great. Any other query? Any doubt, please? Okay, that's great. It was really nice. I hope this first day was fruitful for you all, and you will try to apply all those tools which I have discussed, so that tomorrow you have queries. At least I want an interactive class. Please, guys, the way you want your learners to have an interaction with you, I also want that interaction with you all, because sometimes it's always two-way round. So I will appreciate that you also come across and let me know your experience, share your experience, maybe even in the classroom also. So it will really help. So That's all for today from my side. I hope I see all of you tomorrow
Sure,
with
ma'am.
that kind of motivation and all. Okay, there is one raise hand. Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good
Really
evening.
thankful for the wonderful session. My only request is whatever the tools that you have mentioned, if you can make it into a small table, it will be very useful for me.
Great. So I will put it on the WhatsApp group. I hope you
Yeah.
are on the WhatsApp group. So
Yes,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the tools that we have discussed today, I'll put it on the WhatsApp.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good night.
Right. But you have
Thank
to
you, ma'am.
promise me that you would be using these tools and tomorrow you will come with any query if you have.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure, definitely.
Great.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I
Thank you.
have to create a assessment next class.
No, ma'am. We'll do it. We'll practice.
No, jokes. That's just joking. So have a great night and
Thank you,
see
ma'am.
you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Same to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhola sir. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Thank you, Professor Bolana Datta, and thank you, Madam. Lovely session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
So most of the participants, they already had joined so many our programs, past programs. It's nice to see, like Biswa sir is there, then Nagalakshmi ma'am is there. There are so many, in fact, Saurabh Chaudhary sir is there from Mumbai. So many. Thank you and good night. See you tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
Good night, sir. Good night.